All right, you ready for this?
Of course.
No, but...
Hello, welcome to today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're covering Finnish Brutality 2021, the Continuation War, Stage 7, Kasarda Extreme. And at first when you walked up, it didn't seem extreme because you're throwing the kettlebell laterally. Okay, that was done during the Winter War. No big deal, it can be done. If you can do it in the snow, you can do it in the mud, right? And the second thing was you had to engage 2 targets. Again, thinking, no big deal, because in the Kasarda drill of 2018 at Desert Brutality, you had to engage 2 targets. But it was slightly different. Those 2 targets were side by side. In this case, they were at opposite ends of the bay. So a little bit more difficult, although you didn't realize it at the time. Now, every time you crossed one of the sticks, you got a second back. And unlike the traditional Kasarda drill where you're throwing to get to the end, get your hits, and get the fastest time, this time you have to go for the full 3 minutes. And as I said before, every stick you cross gives you a second back. And to be specific about that, because that'll come into play here, not only do you have to get over the stick, you have to get down and get your hits. To explain some of what you'll see in here, they were very specific about how you threw. It had to be from between the legs, and it had to be that no matter how far you had to go. So like in case you'll see here, I land next to the line, but it's not over. I had to get up, grab it like I was going to throw it, and set it over the line. I couldn't just push it over and stay in the shooting position. So you had to get up, place it over the line, and get back down and get back into a shooting position. That was a specific rule that they went out of the way to tell you on. So on what's something that seems very, very simple, let's take a look and see what happened.
Stand by!
Kallinen! Ota tänne ilmaklääkkiä! Jätä klääkkiä sille!
Good job! Nice!
No ei tuo vaasa mitään, se ottaa tuota...
Good job! Too far, god damn it! You got this. Good job. Good job.
Joo, kannattaa laittaa. Hyvä.
Good job. Keep pushing.
Keep it pushing.
Nice. Good roll. Muzzle. Good job.
Go, Les!
Nice job. Good job.
Fuck. Good job. Well done. Good job, Les. If you're finished, unload and show clear.
Well, it was correct in being called extreme because I was extremely frustrated at the end. My last throw was just like my first throw, a really good one that covered a big portion of the course. And got over the line, just over the line, which was great. I was happy. I was coming down into the shooting position and par. Didn't get my shot off. So the 5 sticks I was able to throw that kettlebell over didn't count. I ended up having 19 seconds of credit given back to my score, which was pretty good. The highest was 29. Had I gotten that shots off and got my hits, because you had to get the hits too, not just the shots, but had I been able to get them off, I would have been sitting at about 24, which would have been one of the better runs out there. The best run was 29. Zigo from Polinar came in with 26. So 24 would have been pretty dang good. Very frustrating. And frustrating for 2 facts. One, my Black Label bipod. This is the second time it's failed me, and at Finnish Brutality. The first time right before Finnish Brutality 2020, literally the day before I'm packing up my rifle to put it in cargo and send it over, I do the simple act of extending my bipod so I can set my rifle down and attend to some range stuff, and one of the legs just falls out, the extension. Like, that sucks. Taped it back together. I'll make it work. I'll get through the match, which I did in 2020. When I came back, I reached out to Black Label, and to be blunt, Black Label's customer service sucks balls. I eventually got it repaired, but it was kind of a connection of a friend kind of thing, not any direct working with them. I came back, I was doing pretty good. I had used it on other stages of this match. It had performed until this stage. And then the left leg, same one that gave me problems before, kept collapsing. So I'd go down a bit and the rifle would tilt over, or if it did hold, it was at an angle because I had the other leg extended out. So one leg's like this and the other leg's like this. Couldn't make it work. So you notice pretty much the second half of the run, I'm just holding the rifle conventionally, not even using the bipod other than to just set the rifle on between throws. Frustrating because time was messed. Several occasions, several seconds was messed with adjusting and fiddling with the legs. Another thing that got me, if you remember in the previous stage, as I got into the sisu, I felt my foot slipped and I felt I pulled a groin muscle. And you'll see in a clip, I'll play it again right now, as I'm making one of my return throws, my leg slips out from under me and I almost go down on my ass. There I pulled it pretty good, and I even limp a little off to the first position there. But powered through it. But if I could get that back, if I could get the legs not to be a problem, man, at the end I probably would have had just a few extra seconds I needed to get the hits and then have a better score in this stage. But such is life. You know, as the mantra here is, you know, they considered fair and decided against it, and you know what? Life isn't fair. It worked out that way. Am I upset? No, I'm not. This was great. This is an awesome stage. I've always liked the Kasarda drill because it's individual movement technique. I'm up, they see me, I'm down. One of the most basic military things a person does. You pretty much learn it one of your first things in boot camp, no matter which armed force you're in. And it's a good tactic and one that always needs to be practiced. And getting up with all your gear, moving a distance, getting down. The kettlebell, you can throw it just about as far as you can do a 3 to 5 second rush. So, results notwithstanding, it's an awesome stage. It's part of every Brutality match, as it should be. And it was still a blast. Can't deny that. And that finishes up what was the last rifle stage, but we do have one more stage to go, an all-pistol stage. So please tune in tomorrow for Stage 8.